Hi, good morning. Bit of a different video this morning. Unfortunately, we are on Sunday is when I'm recording this, and I've done some pretty good hobby over the last couple of days, but I wasn't able to record it because it wasn't the morning, and my house is very noisy during the rest of the day. But I did want to show what I finished. I really wish I had recorded this, at least the process of making them. This is going to be my Death Company Dreadnought, but I've made him in the style of Captain Tycho. So he's getting undercoated this morning, but I'm pretty pleased with how he's turned out. Especially obviously the centerpiece here is the old sarcophagus from the first gen Death Company Dreadnought, which I just sliced off and stuck in the middle. And then obviously I had to leave off the sort of top hatch, bottom hatch, which did make it look a bit barren. So I did have to add a couple of more bits. I'm not sure how well they're going to turn out once they're painted, but you know, we'll see that together. You know, a couple of scrolls. You imagine that they've recorded his great deeds. A couple of candles, which I was lucky enough to have left over from one of my Sisters of Battle kits. An old banner, which is very reminiscent of the banner that he carried. I did think that I was going to paint this yellow with the red stripe, but that's the banner of the third company. So I'm still unsure. I'm still unsure what I might do with that. Yeah, I mean, Death Company Tycho, he had, I think it was a red sort of loincloth thing with a white Blood Angel symbol, so I might do that too, but we're still working on that. I used a couple more symbols on the other sides. Oh, I was quite pleased with this. Let me show you this. That is one of the, what do you call them, wrist protectors that I've just stuck on the top of that gun. And then obviously under here is quite cool. I'm not sure how well this is going to stay on though, but this is a, you know, a trophy chain where he's harvested some unlucky orcs. Because obviously he hates orcs for what they've done to him. Yeah, so I'm incredibly pleased with how well this has turned out. I only wish that I'd recorded the whole process. Oh, of course, what am I talking about? The best thing about this, in my opinion, is the face mask. I don't know if you can see that there. Which I took a marine head, a Blood Angel's marine head, and shaved down, and then stuck it on the skull of the sarcophagus for the Death Company. So I'm really pleased with how that's going to turn out. I wish it was slightly bigger, because when it's painted gold, I want it to stand out. And obviously this bit here is supposed to be gold, the trimming, and I think it could get lost in that, but we'll see about that when we come to the painting stage. But yeah, happy with that. I was meant to be actually painting Death Company with jump packs. That was the other things that I've been doing over the past couple of days. I will show you them if I can find them. Let me see. There they are. So these guys are actually ready for the painting table. So I'll hopefully be doing like a long format video with these guys of me just painting them, and then a tutorial as well at the end. I tried to Blood Angels them up as much as possible using the original Death Company kit. So we got the old jump packs. The best part about using the Death Company jump packs is it means I now have 10 regular jump packs, which I can use on Assault Intercessors to make them the full name, Assault Intercessor with jump packs. What was wrong with Assault Marines, eh? But yeah, so each one has generally got a first generation helmet, the jump pack, both the shoulder pads. They fit so well. I was really surprised how easy they were to put on. This one even has one of the original chainswords that I just snipped off and and stuck on there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I think they look pretty good. Sort of Primarist version of the first gen. And those helmets, they really still hold up today, I think. Each one at least has a couple of scroll works. Or some extra bits. Scroll work, you know what I mean, purity seals. So there's going to be lots of interesting details when it comes to paint, which I'm probably going to hate and regret and wish I'd just kept them plain. But the whole point of collecting Blood Angels is you want them to have, you know, as much bling as possible. Put them together with the weapons options. That was, oh, this guy was a bit controversial, actually. I showed him off in the Blood Angels Commanders Discord. And, yeah, there was some discussion about whether or not he should have the Death Watch shoulder pad. I like it. I imagine that he fell, because this is a Primaris Marine, a proper Primaris. He's got the helmet. I did actually think about giving him a normal jump pack too, but I wanted to keep something uniformed. Yeah, so I imagine he fell on, you know, the eve of battle, and they took him away. And he's a great hero, you know. He's even got a tilting shield, and he's been in the Death Watch, and his brothers knew that he loved his time in the Death Watch or something like that, and so they've kept it with him. And I think it'll look visually interesting when I have them painted. That's the plan anyway. But I did, yeah, I was concerned that if you notice, all the other Death Company have the Blood Angel symbol on their left shoulder, and they normally have a cross, except for that guy. They normally have a cross on the other shoulder pad. Games Workshop wanted you to use transfers, but I wanted to use these old shoulder pads. So with this guy, I was like, which would they value more? Which would the chapter value more? Having the Blood Angel symbol on there, or having the Death Company cross? And I came up with a pretty elegant solution, which was, I found this shoulder pad that has got both. So there's the Blood Angel symbol and also the Blood Angel's cross. So he's got everything. Everything's still there. Everything's still worked out and thought about. And he's got his Death Watch. This guy had a similar problem in that I really liked this shoulder pad with the scroll work. But they're supposed to have crosses. So this one, although it's covered up, so you couldn't really put a cross in there. You can paint the rope red, and I think that's going to work pretty well. So yeah, I'm fairly chuffed with how these guys have turned out. I think they look fantastic. I think they look more Blood Angels than the other ones. Because when they were released, obviously everyone was like, well, they don't really look, they look like, what was it, the phrase that everyone used? Gabriel was right, and they look like Ultramarines. I don't think these guys look like Ultramarines anymore. If they ever did in the first place. Definitely one of my favorite ones, this one. The plasma. So, yeah. Again, another thing that I could have probably recorded. But when I get an idea in my head, I don't know if everyone else is the same. I kind of had to get it out. I was like, come on. We have to do this. So yeah, that's the actual hobby work that I've done. I also received something from Temu. Tea. Which I wanted to show. Which are these. I got them in like a Black Friday sale, so they're probably still on sale. I will put a link for these guys down below. I don't get any kickbacks or anything. This is not sponsored. I wish it was sponsored. But I will put a link because it's hard to find it on Temu. I had to ask a guy on Facebook to give me the link, so if I can get these open. So bearing in mind, Games Workshop sells their dice for, like, was it £24 for 16? And these for 5. were about $1.99 on sale, I might add. There's the blood drops. So yeah, they were on sale. Skull is the 1, and then the blood angel symbol, blood drop symbol, I should probably say, as the 6. And I was concerned about, you know, whether or not they were going to be good quality dice, whether they were going to be weighted or anything. But they seem fine. They all roll differently. None of them are rolling, you know, one number after the other. So yeah, $1.99 for 5. So I bought. I decided to spend as much as I would have done on Games Workshop dice, and bought all the dice. So yeah, I now have all the dice I need for about 20 quid. I think I got about, what's this, 40 dice or something? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50? 50 dice? I'm sure I didn't buy 50. Maybe they threw in an extra couple of packets for nothing. But yes, these are great. I love them. And then I thought I would try, because I was ordering from Temu, and I wanted to see what this crap is actually like, because it's pretty garbage. That website is full of rubbish. I ordered this metal print. I'll show you what it looks like. It's probably actually going to look better on camera. Look at that. I love this artwork. It's, in sort of real life, it's a bit more faded. This is one of these metal, you know, metal things. You know, a bit like the display, I suppose. And I want to say the colors are very, you know, they are faded. Unfortunately, I think on the camera they're going to show up. They're going to show up better, but it's cool. I'll find a use for it somewhere, or do something. I just want to see how that would turn out. Such a cool art piece. I really want to paint a character looking like this guy. I wonder if I can do that with the Blood Angels Captain. Although the Blood Angels Captain model, new one anyway, doesn't look anything like him. You know, he's got where is he? I think he's actually over here somewhere. Yeah, he's got these. He's got the abs and the missing nipples. But yeah, so maybe I'll have to try and kitbash one of these guys. I know you can buy him, or he came out years ago, but such a cool artwork. 2nd edition box cover. And that's not all. Finally, I bought this again just to see how it is. You know what bugs me? You know what bugs me? Look at that. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get it all on camera, am I? It's like a canvas of the Emperor horse. This one doesn't look so bad. I think behind a glass, unfortunately, the glare is going to work against me. What bugs me is you can't buy this legitimately from Games Workshop. This art piece. On their art website, excuse me. On their art website, they sold this, I believe it was like 20 years ago or 16 years ago or something. 2014, I'm not really sure. I'd have to double check. But they sold it a long time ago. And limited edition, and because it's like obviously the best artwork that they've ever made, it's sold out. I don't know when it's sold out, but it's sold out in all formats on the artwork. You know, I think it's called warhammerart.com or something like that. And because it was limited edition, they will never print it again, apparently. And so you just can't buy it. How ridiculous is that, really? Like, you would think that, okay, it's been like 10 years plus. I'm sure the people that own it, most of them anyway, don't care. It's quite big. So you can't get it. You can't get it. And you should be able to buy it. It's the most iconic art piece Games Workshop have released or have made. Adrian Smith, I believe. Maybe that's why. I don't think he... I was watching an interview with him the other day. He seemed a bit of a rebellious fellow. Maybe they're just doing it to spite him with the royalties. Who knows? But you should be able to buy the most iconic piece of artwork. And it's a shame that you can't. So yeah, so that is what I have been up to over the past couple of days. I'm sorry that I didn't record it all. Yeah, so this guy, he's gonna be on the painting table soon. I think he's turned out really, really well. I'd like to do something different with the chains. Stabilize them some way. I've got a horrible feeling that when I go out to spray, they're all gonna blow off. And I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Yeah, so anyway, that has been my hobby for the last couple of days. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far and you want to see more videos of someone progressing through the hobby, that it's a bit amateurish, if you can give this a subscription, if you haven't already, or a like, because that helps out apparently. So everyone else says, so I'll believe what they say. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers so that I can do live streams and do this kind of talking, well, not talking head, but talking video, only live. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. And we will see you in another video. Thank you very much. Good morning.